r/confessions. I stopped paying my family's bills after they disowned me, and I may have accidentally unleashed several medical emergencies. I know the title sounds bad, but hear me out. I, 34M, am the boring son. My younger brother, Ethan, 31M, is the golden child. According to my mother, he has entrepreneurial energy. According to everyone else, he sells half-finished NFT projects to his roommates and has been between opportunities since 2018. Ethan has crashed 3 cars, maxed out 7 credit cards, and once spent $14,000 on a mastermind retreat in Ibiza where he learned how to manifest wealth by screaming at the ocean. My parents adore him. Meanwhile, I became an accountant. I bought a house. I wore sensible shoes. I committed the unforgivable sin of not being exciting. For the last 12 years, I quietly paid for almost everything. My parents' mortgage, utilities, Ethan's rent, Ethan's car payment, Ethan's business expenses, family vacations where Ethan referred to himself as a visionary. No one acknowledged this. My parents told relatives that Ethan was helping out tremendously. I was apparently just comfortable enough to contribute. The final straw happened at Easter. Ethan announced he was launching a crypto-based dating app for dogs. I asked how that would work. He said I was jealous of disruptive innovation. My mother agreed. My father said I had always been petty. Then Ethan stood up, pointed at me dramatically, and said, "You've always resented this family because you're not special." My mother started crying. My father said if I couldn't support my brother, maybe I should take some space. So I did. I moved out of the family group chat, canceled every automatic payment, and decided they could support their visionary on their own. For the first week, I got angry texts. Then things got strange. Ethan's hair situation. 2 weeks after I cut them off, Ethan posted a selfie with the caption, "Stress is temporary. Greatness is forever." He was wearing a beanie indoors. Then he called me in tears. Apparently, he had developed sudden catastrophic male pattern baldness. Chunks of hair were coming out in the shower. He said his scalp looked like a time lapse of autumn. I should explain. 10 years ago, Ethan started panicking about a slightly receding hairline. He spent $2,000 on quantum follicle alignment. It didn't work. Because I was tired of hearing him moan, I began adding prescription-grade hair restorer to his shampoo every month. For 10 years, the man had been held together by chemistry and denial. Without my secret top-ups, nature resumed its unfinished business with terrifying efficiency. By week 3, he looked like a monk who had lost a bet. Dad and the dairy incident. My father called me a parasite. Then he celebrated his financial independence with an all-you-can-eat cheese festival. I should explain something else. Dad has profound lactose intolerance. Like, medically impressive. The kind doctors discuss in hushed tones. He refuses to admit this because he believes digestive weakness is a mindset issue. For years, I dissolved lactase tablets into his morning coffee. Without them, his body reacted to dairy as if he had swallowed a lit road flare. According to my mother, after his 3rd helping of baked brie, he emitted a noise, like a tuba being stepped on. The resulting digestive pyrotechnics reportedly blew out 2 scented candles, set off the smart smoke detector, forced the dog to hide under the porch, left a crater in the leather recliner. The neighbors thought there had been a gas leak. Technically, there had. Mom and the eyebrow emergency. My mother has one distinctive feature she prides herself on: naturally youthful eyebrows. Women at church asked for her secret. She would smile mysteriously and say, "Good genes." The truth? She has a nervous habit of overplucking whenever she watches reality TV. 15 years ago, after an unfortunate bachelor marathon, she removed both eyebrows entirely. To spare her feelings, I began using my employee discount to buy luxury brow serum and sneaking it into her nightly face cream. I never told her. 3 weeks after I stopped, her eyebrows began retreating. At first, they looked thinner, then patchy, then asymmetrical. Then one simply resigned. She drew them back on with a shaky hand, but accidentally gave herself the expression of a Victorian child who had seen a ghost. At church, one of her friends asked if she was feeling well. Another asked if she'd joined the witness protection program. The financial reckoning. By month 2, Ethan's car was repossessed. My parents' cable was cut off. Mom's natural eyebrows were in full collapse. Dad was banned from the local fondue restaurant. Ethan had embraced hats as a permanent identity. They finally asked to meet. I went over. The atmosphere was grim. Dad sat on a plastic lawn chair just in case. Mom had drawn eyebrows so high she looked perpetually surprised. Ethan wore 2 beanies, presumably for emotional support. My mother started crying. She said they had no idea how much I did. Ethan, now visibly aerodynamic, whispered, "My scalp is cold." Dad apologized and slid a bottle of lactase tablets across the table like a peace offering. Then Ethan asked if I could just spot him until his next venture takes off. I laughed so hard I nearly fell out of my chair. I told them I loved them, but I was done funding a household that treated me like an ATM with feelings. I did agree to help my parents create a budget. I did not resume paying Ethan's expenses. He now works part-time at a mall kiosk selling novelty phone cases and motivational crystals. Confession: I never told them about the hair restorer, the lactase, or the eyebrow serum. As far as they know, my departure coincided with a series of biblical plagues. And every Thanksgiving, when Ethan adjusts his hat, Dad eyes the cheesecake suspiciously, and Mom redraws her eyebrows with engineering precision, I sit quietly and pass the mashed potatoes. No one mentions what happened. But they are all very, very nice to me now.